We are joined in studio by Jarryd from East City Cycles, or ECC as it's commonly known. I had the immense privilege of being assaulted by him this morning on his group ride. Jarryd, thank you very much for the very rude introduction to Tuesday morning rides with ECC.
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for braving the Tuesday morning group.
It was probably one of the best rides I've had this year. I can't tell you how much. Like, if I were to describe my perfect ride,
Yeah,
it's exactly that.
type 2 fun, huh?
There's like no waiting, just complete and absolute savagery. That was special. I was not expecting that, I must be honest.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's there's one rule and that there are no rules.
Yeah.
It's an out and back, so if you get dropped, you know your way home at least. So
It was
it's an open invitation.
I did get dropped on multiple occasions, which I have no shame in saying, because I think the audience I was surrounded by, it felt like I was in the Hollywood of Cape Town cycling. That is
Thank you.
pretty impressive audience you got there. The standard boys,
Yeah, thank you. It was the guys all came out this morning, and it was pretty cool.
I did find it quite ironic, because there has to be DC banter in everything we do, especially with you sitting here, to see all the homeless mother guys floating around the ECC group ride.
Yeah,
as we were going through Sea Point, I noticed it, which is just like
one or two of them might have found a home. It's always nice to upgrade, you know. So we've taken and we may or may not have taken one or two of them. Time will tell. But yeah, it's a good crew, and it changes all the time depending on who's doing what. So it's not a set.
I'm going to circle back to DC as a keen focus towards the end of this. It is
understandably
most absolutely enjoyed favorite hyper froth event of the year for lots of different reasons.
Understandably so.
Pre-banter, during, post, almost always gets out of control, but that's what we're here for.
Exactly, we're here for a good time.
But let's maybe go back to the start of the story, which is a bit of your background, if you don't mind, where you grew up, cycling for you in sort of formative years. I know you've raced and you've done a couple of things, but let me leave you to tell the story, and then if we can navigate to ECC and some of the other founders and how that all came together, and we'll take the conversation from there.
Yeah, so I started mountain biking in high school. Kind of at that time, there was no single discipline that you would focus on. So we rode a little bit of cross country on a Saturday, a little bit of a downhill on a Sunday, Cape Town based. I was in Hermanus at that time, but we raced in Cape Town. So a bit of cross country on a Saturday, a bit of a downhill on a Sunday, kind of one bike for everything. And then really found that we enjoyed the downhill stuff, obviously. Get a lift to the top, ride down, what can't you love? That kind of evolved, and we got into it and started racing sort of nationally, doing all the national series. Did a couple of World Cups, so we got quite serious. And then I had a bad accident in my final year as a junior, and in the rehab process of that, sort of discovered that I really enjoyed the fitness aspect of it. And
you did enjoy the fitness aspect?
I did enjoy it, and it was really cool in the training and the progression and seeing the fitness grow and evolve.
How old are you when you say junior final year?
It would have been about 17, 18.
Okay.
And I missed best part of a full year and came back to racing into elite. So it was quite a big jump up.
Okay.
Super fun. Really, really enjoyed it. But kind of the fitness and the strength and the progression of that side grew. And I, over a couple of years, started to switch over to a bit of the cross-country marathon thing.
Okay.
And landed up actually...
Because it had more of a fitness attribute linked to it, rather than just daredevil descents. Okay.
Correct. And I think the community was slightly different. It was all new experiences.
Okay.
I felt like there was opportunity. Marathon racing was booming at the time. We had the good old MTN series.
Okay.
And
MTN series, I have no idea what that is.
It was an MTN ultramarathon series. So the ultramarathons were sort of between 100 and 130 Ks. So you're looking at like 4.5 to 6 hours of racing, depending on. And it was good. It was like a world leader in terms of event participation, prize money, competitive field.
Couple hundred entries?
Couple hundred entries, but the pro field and the pro side was very, very strong. It was well supported.
Okay.
That was helped a lot by the Cape Epic being around at the time. So there was a lot of focus on that style of riding, especially in South Africa. So I fell into that from one extreme to the next. The ultra marathons were super fun. I felt like having a really solid skill set from downhill helped quite a bit with riding the ultra marathons, just in terms of conserving energy and being efficient. And yeah, I managed to race professionally for a few years for a Canadian company called Rocky Mountain, very original mountain bike brand, and it was amazing. Amazing experience, amazing time. Not without challenge. It was difficult.
Was that racing abroad?
Mainly here. Mainly here. We did a few races abroad.
So they were more visible and involved in the South African market than they are today.
Correct.
Okay.
They had a very strong distributor at the time.
Okay.
And we tied in a few of the brands that they did into a small team.
What does professional cycling look like back then? Are you full-time paid, not doing anything else?
You full-time, you paid.
Okay. Your sole focus in life is racing that bicycle?
Racing bikes. Most of us hustled like a bit of bike shop work at the time, supplement income, doing some bike setups, maybe a little bit of sideline coaching, a bit of product reviewing. But yeah, you had time on your hands, so you could do that.
What bike were you riding then? Is that, I'm assuming, a hardtail, or was that a?
We had a couple of bikes at our disposal. The dual suspension 29ers were starting to get competitively lightweight. Okay. So we had a hardtail at all times. Would have been around 9 to 10 kilos depending on the build, so quite light. And then dual suspension bikes, 100 mil travel. Yeah, very, very aggressive, race orientated. Okay. One by drivetrains was sort of just entering the fold. So guys were,
that it was ever a 2 by on a mountain bike.
Yeah, exactly. 3 by at a stage. So it was cool. It was quite a progressive time. The bikes were changing. They were getting good, becoming quite reliable. So that was super fun. And then I think we quickly realized, or I certainly quickly realized, that it's not a long-term career. Like there's so many guys out there that are just so much better. And internationally, locally.
Was anyone else playing devil's advocate in your life? A partner?
Yeah, there was a partner at the time. She was actually super supportive. My ex-wife now. I don't know how much you have to go into it.
Your story.
Yeah. No, she was super supportive and it was great. And I'm lucky. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have ridden my bike and be paid for it. It has led to other career choices which have been even more fulfilling. And I now have the opportunity to just ride my bike for fun. So I often ride with people and they don't understand how I can enjoy riding so slowly. I'm just happy to be on my bike.
I can't relate to you riding slowly, but I'll take your word.
I'm happy to just be on my bike. Whether we're cruising at 20 k's an hour for 20 minutes, or we're out there for 5 hours riveting a DC, lucky to be on the bike. And post-racing, moved into sort of a more corporate style job within the cycling industry, sales and marketing for a couple different brands. Found a pretty good fit at Swift Bikes.
Okay, interesting.
Myself,
also another brand that I see loads of them.
Yeah.
Like older looking ones. What's the story there?
Started by a South African guy based out of China. Myself and my 2 current business partners worked for the company locally.
And all 3 of you worked there?
We all 3 worked there. That's where we linked up and we formed a team. And there was a sale of the company internationally. Okay. And that was sort of the catalyst for starting our own thing. We had a customer base, we had a network, we had industry insight, and we had an opportunity in an upcoming area for some retail space. So we took a bit of a deep dive and went all in.
Who's the main risk taker there?
We were all 3 equally involved in it. I mean, I think
there's got to be one person there that's
all had
more rational than the other, or you guys all gung-ho?
No, not gung-ho. I would like to think it was pretty calculated. I mean, we sat down and we looked at the history we had, the skill set of the 3 guys, all fairly different, all proven to work well together. And we knew that the Harrington Street, the East City precinct was coming up for some development. Okay. So it was a bit of a long-term thing.
This is how many years ago?
It was 8 years ago.
Okay. What was Harrington Street like 8 years ago?
No, it was pretty dingy.
Is it?
Yeah.
So I love that street.
Yeah.
I've only been here for the last 2 years. So I have no idea what that is.
It's a wholesale change since what it was.
Okay. Driven by? Government?
No. Private investment. The building that we're in, 50 Harrington Street, that was the first sort of real catalyst for the development of the area. There's been a couple buildings that have been done up post that, and there are a few more under construction.
Okay.
It's
So you got wind of that and you guys backed it. You're like, we believe this is going to
We backed it, and we had an easy access into a retail space that we
Okay.
wouldn't have necessarily been able to get into
that spot
outside of that.
It is such a nice location.
Yeah. So we're super stoked there. I mean, it's been 8 years.
In that exact same location?
In that exact same spot. We've doubled the size from when we started.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool. For those that were there.
For anyone who hasn't seen it, we'll come around. There'll be some B-roll at this part of the video.
Yeah.
We'll come around and have a look. Man, it's sick.
Give us time to make it neat. But we're spoiled. I mean, we've got a coffee shop next door. We've got a coffee shop across the road. We've got New York Bagels on the corner. We've got Tommy's Chop Shop across the road for afternoon beers.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It works well.
Oh, it's a proper vibe there.
Yeah. And the whole community really enjoys it. So everyone gets together and we do nice sort of street-based projects every now and then, close off the street, organize a ride, bring in some of the cool brands, do some cool stuff. So yeah, it's been a good place for us. It's been very, very cool.
And maybe give us a bit of background on the two other musketeers that you went in with. You mentioned that you guys all worked at Swift together.
Correct.
In the same capacity, more or less, as what you are in your businesses now, because I know there's
correct.
Let me you tell the audience who fits in where.
So it's pretty much a direct crossover, like pullover from what we did at Swift. Charlie was Charles Key, raced together as well in the marathon.
This morning, huh?
He was there this morning. So Charles was a much better bike rider than I was in the marathon and the roadside.
Does he know this? Because he's going to watch this. Eh?
He does.
This is on record.
He does know this, and he doesn't need reminding of it either. He'll remind you anytime. Yeah. So him and I raced together, marathon, ultra marathon. He was a lot better than I was, but we had some good times. Mark and I grew up racing downhill together as juniors, as elites. So we have a pretty long history. And our roles in the company were pretty much the same as they are now. Mark runs the workshop and all the technical aspect of it. Charlie does a great job on sort of back end and inventory, and I'm sort of mostly sales, marketing, and product. And we've kind of filled those roles, and there is some crossover. Like we all do a little bit of everything. Although I'm not allowed to touch the tools.
Okay, I was going to ask.
I can wash a bike.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's worked well, and the team works well, and we all complement each other. And as with any sort of partnership, it's not without its challenges. But we've worked together long enough, and we understand each other well enough that if there are disagreements or there are challenges, we deal with it, we find a solution, and we move forward.
What are some of the big challenges someone might not be aware of in running in retail, in running a bike shop in South Africa, in Cape Town? What are...
I'm glad you said retail, because I think a lot of people view a bike shop as like a mom and pop style business. It's cool, it's fun, it's not too serious. How hard can it be? You got a couple things in stock. Who doesn't want to buy a nice bike? Who doesn't want to hang out in a bike shop? It's a real business, and it's run like a retail operation.
Yeah.
It's long hours. There's a lot of inventory. There's a lot of cash flow management. There's product management. There's ever-changing standards on the technical side. There's ever-changing trends. Retail space has to be kept sort of inviting and neat, and there's like a certain psychology behind a well-functioning retail space and outlay. So yeah, it's like from the outside, it looks pretty basic and fun. It's a real business. It's a real business with real stock holding, real cash flow issues.
Hours, and that's something coming from a service industry as an agency owner, just still am. The guy that invented the cell phone, like, fuck him, honestly, worst human being ever. It's that thing, it's just never
It doesn't stop.
Ever. Like, Oaks have no problem dropping a DM, a WhatsApp at 9 o'clock at night, 4 a.m. Hey, sorry to worry you, but actually not sorry. Can you quickly?
Yeah.
And I was like, I would imagine that you guys are all similarly yoked in that you hate letting people down, so you'll always overservice. And the problem is people will it just never ends. And we sell some attire, some nutrition, and it's weird, minuscule. And that's, I would imagine, is that something that you can relate to? Is that, I mean, the
100%. So it's like, it is retail, but it's also service-based. And if we're frank and honest with ourselves, which we have to remind each other of every now and then, is almost every product in the store you can probably buy somewhere else. You can probably hustle another store on a product for a cheaper price,
fair.
a more convenient location, a quicker turnaround time. So what is the reason that somebody must come to us or should come to us? And that's hopefully that you have a great experience and you get the best service and the best advice. And part of that is being able to respond. And I think over time, we've become a little bit more respectful of our own personal time, because you can't be switched on 24/7.
Yeah.
It doesn't last forever. WhatsApp is an amazing tool. The cell phone is an amazing tool, but it grants people so much access all the time. So it does take a bit of management. We've got sort of provisions in place to deal with that, but we do try and be responsive as much as possible, as much as we can.
As business owners, would you say you guys have you're cognizant of balance in your personal lives and how important that is to delivering?
We try to be.
Because that's a new age thing. Our forefathers never inherited any of it. And I'll ask because it's something that I'm hyper passionate about. I try and champion as much as possible, predominantly for my teams, the best work-life balance anywhere that anyone will offer you. That is my USP to anyone that works at Mickey Lou or Active Hover, which is Monday to Thursday, 9 to 3. Like, so like, how the fuck? Like, that's them. I'm online permanently. You're at 4, switch the machine on. And, it's Saturday, it's Sunday, it's coffee, and it's like the optics. To your point earlier, looks like a great time. Like you're having coffee and you open it up.
How hard can it be?
Saying to the kids, like career day, you want to come shadow me? I'll see me washing dishes. I'll still wash dishes. I'll still take the trash out. Yes, I get to pay salaries and there's these other perks that you have, but I still wash dishes and take the trash out.
Someone's got to do it.
That's the deal. On a Saturday morning, you got to be the first one there. People forget that somewhere in the last couple of years, and I've tried to champion, especially with my 1-year-old. Like balance is everything. It's actually now all I want, which is not what I wanted when I was 20, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't even when I was 30. I just want time with her.
Yeah.
Nothing matters more, not even DC, more than time with Gabriella and my wife and my other kids. But something hits different now. 37, she's 1, and I'm just like, this weekend my wife was away. She had a girls' weekend in Gold Reef City, and she's regretting it because I'm just like, I carried the home. For this whole weekend. I was like, Gabriella's better. She's doing maths now. She's talking. She's walking. She's not really. She's Dill's water polo tournament, the best result pole boys have ever had in the history of the school. At a water polo tournament of that caliber. I was like, love, I'm carrying the home. Like, here I am pushing excellence. And she's like, please. Just 2 fucking nights.
You've turned the family around.
Everything has been turned around. But it's like something dawned on me over this weekend. I'm just like,
first the family, next the bike industry.
Nothing else matters. It's like that is like the other stuff is important. I love riding my bike. It is, the release from life. But and my workspace needs to enable that. And that's makes you a better person at work if you have that balance. For sure. Going down a rabbit hole,
So onto the work-life balancing. I mean, I think we, as business owners, we also understand that there's a difference between being an owner and like having a long-term sort of plan and sort of outcome versus being an employee. And we do, as far as possible, encourage all the guys that work for us to have as much balance as possible. You want to go and ride your bike at 4 o'clock on a Wednesday? Sure. If there's time, if you can make the time, go for it. I'm not going to go and do it. I roll into work maybe a little bit late on a Tuesday or Friday because I've ridden. I'm not going to be the first one to leave unless it's a work-related thing. But sure, if you've got something to do, if you need to go to the doctor, if you've got a family thing, if you just feel like you need a break and you need to go ride your bike, go.
That's so important.
But as business
that's not
owners,
industry norm, as far as I would imagine.
No, I mean, we it's retail, it's tough hours, it's long. We do like to try and make it fun and make a nice work environment. have a beer on a Friday afternoon. Fuck, if it's a Tuesday and you feel like you want a beer, have a beer. Get your work done, but have a beer. Like there's, we're not sitting in an office. We're not negotiating people's marriages and divorces. Like, it's okay. We're not performing brain surgery. Like, it's okay.
Fair enough.
Make sure the bolts are tight.
Not Mark.
And the handlebars
He's got
right?
no BS for Mark. He's got to work on the box. There's no.
But it's that work-life balance is important, and we work in an industry where people are excited to come and see you, so you've got to be excited. The minute you get, if you're a bit jaded with bikes and you've had a shitty day, or you've had a shit ride, or you're just feeling tired, like that's not a great look, and it doesn't make people enthusiastic to come back. So
you'll feel that the moment you walk in the door.
So one does have to manage that.
From a retail point of view, or from a shop point of view, that I mentioned this to you earlier, the two things I've heard, the most common word I've heard associated with your store is community. Like, those guys do a lot for the community. They love the community. And I use that term a lot because it's the most important thing to me in terms of what we're doing. And I can't think of anyone else, any other brand, where I've heard so many people use that specific word to describe the store and the people that own and run the business, which is hats off to you and your team for achieving that, because that's no small feat. What does community mean to you, to the store, and has that changed from when you started to today?
I don't think it's changed specifically. I think we didn't necessarily set out with the goal of creating this community, but it's kind of evolved to where it is now. I think we always had the understanding that the more people that are on bikes and the more we support people on bikes just by having fun and sharing what we do, the better it is for our business. So we've oscillated a lot between, like, how do we monetize the Friday morning, as an example? We've got 100+ people riding with us every Friday morning. How do we monetize that? That's not really why we do it. But we're running a business, so it's a captive audience, and let's say 50% of those people don't shop with us. Why? How do we get them to shop? But we're just there for a good time. Like, we want it to be open and free, and you have to wear our jersey to ride with us on a Friday. Not everybody wants to wear our jersey, but we still want them there. So it's been this like little internal debate for me personally, and for the three of us as partners, is like, what does that mean? And I think we've kind of settled on a pretty happy space now, where we've got a good community. It's growing, it's open. We kind of have where we stand. We're not a super beginner ride. We're not a super advanced ride. We're happy for anybody to come and join and figure out if they fit in or not. And if you don't, that's also cool. Like, we can't be everything to everyone. We do like to say give back to the community. Sounds a bit cheesy. But we like to do the rides, we like to do events, we like to involve people with cool new projects, do outrides, show people what's possible. Because we have seen it. We have seen that guys wait for an event to go and ride a new route. The routes are there. The roads are there, the gravel roads are there, the trails are there. But somebody just needs to
put a name on it and
attach something to it and tell you what and where and how. So from that perspective, we've kind of try to push a little bit. But the community is cool. It's important. It's what keeps our business going. It's what keeps people stoked. It's what keeps us stoked. When people come to us and they're like, shit, that was a great ride, or thanks so much, I learned something, or you make a connection. We made lots of like long-lasting friends, people that we didn't know 8 years ago, people that we didn't know 3 years ago, that have become good friends just through riding bikes.
That's such a powerful mechanism.
And it's cool. And it's a great networking tool as well. Like, we've made so many good business connections, not for ourselves, but between friends. It's a good platform. And it's authentic.
Yeah. It's important that you mention it isn't for everyone. And I was sitting with someone earlier, Leo, saying, it's a pity there's such a high barrier. There's this like general perception that, particularly on the seaboard, people aren't approachable. They are very standoffish. It's not open to everyone. I hear it often. And I disagree with it every time. I mean, I rocked up there this morning. I know Zach. kind of know Julian through Desolation.
Yeah.
I don't know. On the whole, I didn't know most people. They're acquainted, seen people a few times. Everyone's on super snazzy bikes, super slick kits, like everyone, which I love. Like I resonate with that. I don't want to. I love the aesthetic of the top end of cycling. That's a personal preference thing, but that like resonates. Dig that.
Mm.
And I had coffee with almost everyone there afterwards. Completely welcoming. Yes, I got dropped, absolutely destroyed on that ride. There's no question. But that's again, that's a good thing. I went there in the hope that would happen. And the same when I've been to Clubhouse, you know, the other guys, I have the exact same experience. Savage, the exact same thing there. And all these groups, like you ask anyone that hasn't run with them, standoffish. And our personal experience, and it's not because I'm good or because I'm on a particular brand or wear a particular thing. I just think if you go out there and you interact, they're normal fucking people, and they're actually super lacquer. Like there I was sitting at coffee with 12 people I didn't know. Andy towed me there and back.
Yeah.
Guy that I don't know from a bar of soap. Like,
yeah, most of the guys are just pretty normal, down to earth. They can ride a bike quite fast or not. And the community is there. It's there for everyone to sort of be involved with. And like, I get it. And we've seen it specifically with women in the store, in the riding groups. It's super intimidating. It's super intimidating to walk in. It's a male-dominated sort of sport and industry and group. And we've reached out to quite a lot of ladies over time for feedback. How do we make it better? What do we do differently? And it's been super interesting to hear that, you know, once they've interacted with us and they realize like, oh, we're just normal people. Like we're not judging you for the bike you ride, the kit you wear. We're just we're just fucking pull in for a ride. Come. And there's no stupid questions. Like we're here, like, how do I change a tube? Cool. Let me show you.
100%.
And, you know, we've tried to make it comfortable and not be intimidating. We also started somewhere. If I come into your job or into any one of their jobs, I'm going to look like a bit of an idiot too, or not. I'm going to ask questions. I'm not going to know what I'm doing. I'm not going to know how to turn the coffee machine on.
I think so much of it is absolute bullshit, and it's just this like inherited perception that people have stuck with. I didn't have one single, other than the yellow first accent rain jacket we all owned once and I'll never wear it again. That is a fair thing to criticize for. That is a bully hacker piece of gear, and you shouldn't wear that. If you do, no judgment, but also judgment.
If you can pull it off, then
I have not got a single example personally where I've seen or heard in earshot someone like, oh, did you see so-and-so was wearing X brand? Or like, I've never seen it. I've never experienced it. I've never seen someone come and try and interact with the group and being like, you know, put off and like ignored. Like I've not experienced it at all. And I'm around it's you know, a hell of a lot. I'm like, it's completely, no, it's just an absolute load of crap.
Yeah, to be honest, most of the guys don't really care. I don't care what bike you're on. I don't care what kit you're wearing. Are you out there riding your bike and having fun?
I just froth for the ride. It's really all it's about.
Yeah, and that really is what it is. And that comes back to that thing of like, we've got this Friday group, this community.
Tuesday's the race, Friday's the vibes.
Yeah. But do we monetize it? Don't we monetize it? And it's like, well, not everybody wants to ride in an ECD jersey, and not everybody wants to dress and look a certain way. So it's like, actually, just come and ride.
Do you sell coffee at the end of the ride?
We have a bootleggers next door. So
because that's the obvious normal way that you could commercialize it, is just people having coffee from your store.
We've got 4 or 5 amazing coffee shops within 50 meters of us. So we're not putting in a coffee machine.
No.
We don't have the capacity. We're not going to compete, and we have a great partnership with the stores around us. So
fair enough.
We do pull them in.
Okay.
Yeah. And we do events and things with them as well.
So you landed on not commercializing it. Where would you want just be there? With your Friday rides?
Yeah.
You landed on no commercialize it. Where would you want?
Where would you want be there? We would appreciate it if you wore a pair of socks, had a bottle, wore a jersey, because it looks cool. It makes us feel like we're integrated as a group. It helps everyone also keep accountable from a safety aspect and a riding decently. Because if you're in an ECD jersey on a Friday morning, you know the guy's riding with ECD. And if he's out of line or doing something stupid, you can pull him in. If it's a random person, you don't know if they've just been absorbed in, if they've filtered, if they're passing through. So we do appreciate it, but we understand that it's not for everyone.
Okay. The jersey is nice, I'll say that.
Thank you.
I will be adding one to my collection.
Thank you.
Seeing as their mother's flunking on DC, my first DC was 3 years ago. So Joe Berger, I've only been riding for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Our coach at the time, Richard Baxter, he's like, have you heard of the DC before? And now this is I'm in like peak Stoke levels. I've done 1 or 2 races. I'm just like
ultimate frost
on that curve where you're just like consuming everything. You've just got the pedals, the bike,
you've got the head unit. You're going fucking aero socks.
Like the local bike shop is just like
it's Christmas.
100%. It's like
Christmas in July.
Entry level road bike. I need the SLR one. I need the 100 grams. Never mind that I was 100 kgs at the time. And so on that journey, he's like, have you heard of DC? I'm like, no. Tell me what it is. Gives me the lowdown. Tells me about this legendary battle in the Seaboard, and he knows this guy. Coincidentally, Matt Beckett, who's downstairs, he's also an import from Joburg to Cape Town, as are most of us.
Yeah.
So he just tells me about it, and they do this ride from Movie Point in the morning, whatever. The Savage crew, and there's these guys, those guys. That week, got on a plane, flew to Cape Town on a Monday to go and do the Savage ride on the Tuesday.
Dedication.
Just like, I was so hot. Got dropped. Got dropped to the point that I couldn't get back to town. Didn't have a lot, so sat on the side of the road waiting for the sunrise to come up, to come back. No coffee with anyone, and it was like the best moments of my entire life. I was like, I loved that.
Yeah,
stayed.
Stoked.
Thought that didn't know that didn't ride every day, and then the Thursday they rode, stayed, and then would carry on flying back every month. I'd come and ride one Tuesday a month. Anyway, long story short, they needed someone for DC, and I never knew anything about it. There's the race team, there's the mixed team, there's the pure average team, there's the social team. At that point, I think they had 4 teams on the road. And Matt said, that's
a lot of admin.
Chilled vibes. Well, they run it very well. The people that run those different teams are phenomenal. Yeah. Tony, Brendan, Herman, they're fucking heroes. You'll know, managing a community, there's those champions, them. So it's actually very easy.
I know what it's like to organize one team and it's chaos. Can't imagine.
Not for me. Although, I've dabbled, but it's a nightmare. And he's like, there's a race team, and then there's like chilled vibes. And next message, fuck that, you're coming to the race team. Completely out of my depth.
All in.
Like, all those oaks. And I met Brendan, the founder of it, for the first time that Friday. I flew the Thursday, met him the Friday, raced my first on the Saturday. Anyway, and that was like fucking game over.
And how was
fully in love, and all they wanted to do. So I don't know these guys. I don't know the whole backstory. It was just like going out there to beat LPC and Mother. It was like the focus was unreal. And I was like, I wonder if the other guys are as focused on these guys. And then, through my gecko, changing of color and going and networking around, it's like, and then the meme account came up. They put out that video.
So good.
How to race DC, fucking epic.
So good. We've absolutely loved it because it's
brilliant.
It's created so much excitement around an event that was, to be fair, like stagnating a bit, and everyone had done enough of them to not have to do
private bully thing, right?
Yeah, and it was like you kind of rolled in every year and you did your thing and you knew where you were. And that whole sort of account and the videos and the Mother guys and like it stoked the fire a bit, and it's like really, really cool.
You guys have been, how long have you been competing in the DC as ECC?
As ECC, this will be our 3rd year this year coming up. So we've done.
It is relatively recent then.
It is relatively recent. We used to ride with another group of mates, another bike shop. Okay. It was a long-standing sort of story that we had done before. DC specifically. Okay. We didn't merge as a shop. We rode under their colours. With Freewheel Psychology.
Okay.
And we were good mates with Richard and Lionel. And it was quite nice to just integrate and support. And it was a good weekend, and we were there to ride hard and have a good time.
How'd you guys do?
Yeah, good.
Must have been pretty fast.
Yeah, no, we were always up there. And it was, but again, it was about the whole weekend. It was about connecting with mates in the industry, outside of the industry. And and then 2 years ago, we decided we needed to do our own thing.
Okay.
So that was the first year. And that was the first time we got involved with the Kings of Atlantic Seaboard, which is cool.
Any idea who's behind that account?
No idea. I've
legit no idea.
Legit no idea. I really do wish I knew. And a lot of people think it's me. I wish I had thought of it because it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It's good.
And any clues? I find that the clues around this are so interesting. Like everyone says like similar things.
Yeah.
The majority of the rumors point to you guys.
To us.
Oh. Not the rumors, the
speculation.
Educated guessing.
I would agree potentially, but there are a few little tidbits from our other groups and inside information that we wouldn't know about, that none of our guys
everyone has the same thing.
So
so funny.
Well, I was pretty convinced that it was one of our guys that was doing it. Like we've had a proper chat. When there were like one or two things that got a bit heated a couple of years ago, and I pulled one or two guys aside and I said, "Look, I have a brand involved here. I have a business involved. It's not just a group of guys shooting the shit. Like, I need to manage damage limitation here, and like you just need to tell me, is it you? Is it not you? Because like it's business on the line, and it's a reputation. I mean, we spent 6, 7, 8 years building a name. I can't throw it away for like a stupid bike race. Great bike race, but a stupid bike race.
Yeah, I got you.
And heart to heart, like 100%, dude, it's not us. And I was like, I'm going to ask you one more time, and then we can leave it. He was like, it's really not us.
Fuck, so it's really not you guys.
No,
that is convincing.
I mean,
this is like the official record that if it is you, after saying that would be even better.
If it was me, I would be super stoked because I think it's brilliant and it's genius.
Who's your top guess? Mine was Dean Hop.
Yeah, he's been at the top of the list for a while.
But they checked his phone apparently on his little
easy to delete
away. And
easy to delete an account and add an account.
If your mates hold you down, unlock your phone and go on your Instagram and it's not in that linked account, that is... And I know Dean, from a professional standpoint, is actually, contrary to popular belief, a really busy guy.
Yeah.
He has a proper hustle. So
I think a lot of us,
impossible.
We don't really have the time to be sitting.
I thought it could very well be, and it would be fucking brilliant if it was, because he's cool as a cucumber. Is Brendan Stevens. No one has pointed the finger at him, and he is.
Is it the right sense of humor for him? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know Brendan that well.
You have no idea how creative that guy is. Okay. Like, he's a KPMG KPMG CA, but he is extremely creative. And if I look at the creative execution, which you can only, the nicest thing you could say is that it's rushed at best. It's never like brilliantly executed. That screams Brendan in many respects.
Okay.
So I met someone, I won't say who knows who it is.
Okay.
I've met one person who knows 100% who the mole is. And I didn't even ask him to tell me. I don't want to know.
Look, they've had some pretty good inside info from all the groups involved at all times.
Whoever it is deserves a fucking medal.
Yeah, and well done for keeping it quiet for so long, because
never come
somebody else would have fucking cracked.
But in your will, you have to leave instructions to transfer your account to someone.
Yes.
If you die, not to expose you.
Pass on the torch, please.
You absolutely have to. I was accused this morning, actually.
Oh, really?
I was like, you must be the COTUS mole.
Well, let's wait and see what comes out on the next
East City Cycles. I was like, I hope the mole doesn't know anything about my East City ride, because I got fucking destroyed out there.
Let's wait and see what comes out in the next few days.
Hopefully snip some footage from here. But that is... Sure, that takes you off the list.
Yeah, I would love to take credit for it because, like I said, it's brilliant. It's entertaining. I don't have the creative ability to do it all the time. But, well, it's good. It's good.
And while we're on the topic of DC, are there a couple of this morning's characters? Is that your DC team? Is it like figured out? You know,
there's
your
a couple,
top 12 is?
There's a couple guys from this morning that will be in there.
Is there a WhatsApp group? First question.
Of course there's a WhatsApp group.
Okay. What is the title of the WhatsApp group?
DC25.
Okay.
Simple, straight to the point.
Very straight to the point.
It's 24's group with the old members deleted and the new members added. We keep it...
No mercy, just keep it removed.
The spreadsheet is the same as last year. Copy, paste, dates change, names change. Kit size has changed.
What is the deciding criteria for who gets dropped?
Who's got legs and who doesn't on the day.
Okay, is it that?
We don't.
So you're racing pedigree, so you have no emotion when it comes to this. You don't have the legs, you're out. Leading up to the event, so the guys that are on that WhatsApp group.
No, if you're in, you're in.
Okay, so if I was in last year and I say I'm in this year and I haven't had a great year, you're not gonna axe me.
No, if you get first choice as last year. We had a couple of guys last year that knew they weren't really up for it, but we had committed to them, they'd committed to us.
Okay.
And they got first choice to be in again this year. So I'll be totally honest with you, as much as we like going fast and it's nice to win the Kings of the Atlantic Seaboard, we're mostly there for a good time. So you can ask anybody who's on the team, the first WhatsApp message that goes out for the year is, this is the premise of the team this year. We're going to do a couple nice rides together. We're going to have a couple beers the night before. We're going to ride our bikes as fast as we can without getting cross with each other. We're going to have a beer at the second water point because you just have to. And then we're going to fucking get smashed in the beer tent and have a jaw afterwards. And that's it.
Respect.
And
good on you.
We're not there for anything other than a good time. And if we come in 4 hours 50 or 5 hours 10, really makes no difference. Did we have a good time?
4:50 to 5:10 on good times. It's indicative.
Ballpark of where we would normally be, I guess. But we're there for a good time and just like as long as everyone has fun. And that's really what we're there for.
So is your 12 looking fairly stable right now?
Pretty good, yeah. I think this is probably...
Tudge in there?
Tudge is in there.
Fuck, he's so fast.
Yeah.
Love Tudge. He's such a G.
I do think this is going to be the strongest team we've put together.
It was 2 years ago you guys won.
Correct.
And what was that time?
I don't actually remember. I think it was just under 5. It was in the 450s.
It was first by some margin.
I think it was pretty tight. Like a minute or so. But, I mean, there's no comments.
Drafting.
No comments on the result sheet, eh?
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so...
But we've got a good team this year and everyone's
definitely on for a sub-5 if the weather's looking good.
I think so.
I would have felt very bullish up until the very day the event happens, but having ridden with Yokes this morning, assuming a lot of those Yokes in your DC team, like if someone had to ask me to put a wager down, who's going to win? Well, seeing as Barney and his friends aren't coming, I can't see anyone being even close to that. That is a rapid group of Mensa.
Yeah, I think, I don't know who else is in and out, and I know obviously the mother boys are not there.
You think that's fact? You don't think that's just part of the...
No, it's fact because a couple of them are on our group.
I wouldn't put it past them to do that. Remember Jarryd in the bicycling magazine, what he's quoted as saying, they'll do anything to win, and that includes cheating. Something along those lines.
Yeah, that is fair.
It would not surprise me. They would go this deep to say, like, we're not putting a team together. Infiltrate other teams, pull them out, put your team together and leave them 3 shy just before the event. Imagine.
That's a lot of thought that's gone into that.
I spend too much time thinking about this, but I would not put it past them. I'd actually be really happy if they did that.
DC occupies a lot of time in your mind, eh?
I love DC so much.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's going to happen.
That's tragic.
But I don't know who the teams are. And yeah, to be honest, we don't really look behind us.
You guys, there's LPC, there's Savage. LPC will be there. I heard Banter this morning. They've got another World Tour Pro.
Jasper and somebody else.
Jasper's like a given. He's not a World Tour Pro anymore. He's an LPC rider.
Yeah, basically.
That's why his international career has been tanking. He's spending too much time at the old age home there.
Yeah. Serving meals on wheels.
RH will obviously, apparently, from what I hear, that'll be the pro team. Honeycomb will probably be out there. 2 to 6 is Honeycomb.
Yeah.
Which will be a vibe.
I think Realty Dynamics will be up there.
Realty are up for a...
To be honest, like, we're not really competing with those guys. Like, they're like...
I don't know.
They're racing boys, and we're a bunch of has-beens that enjoy a beer a little bit too often.
I don't know. I reckon you'd have to be aiming somewhere there. Podium's not off the cards for you guys.
There and thereabouts. We're there for a good time, to be honest. The time is irrelevant.
Post beers in the tent, do you guys go into town, into that dingy bar and join?
We don't.
There last year? Is that like
we don't. We stay a little bit out of town. We've got a nice big farmhouse, swimming pool, massive boma. We may or may not have a DJ set up this year and drop off some flyers at some of the tables. No, we like to go back and just have a little bit of a debrief and like get all the crew to hang out.
Yeah,
Folks are not scared of a brandy or two as well. So
yeah, you wouldn't be.
It's better to be out of town.
Yeah, agreed. How open are you guys to some pre-DC peacocking type skirmish races along the seaboard? Because that's my one wish list pre-DC. The teams are never
Time and place. We'll be there.
Keen.
We have been known to infiltrate the clubhouse coffee shop every now and then, just pre-DC. It's a little bit of a
they've removed
little bit of a flex.
It's such a bloody buzzkill that they.
Yeah, and who knows where the Savage guys go?
Yeah, actually, this is home.
Okay,
You should level the playing field.
We don't
You're always getting
ride
us on tired legs. You guys should head out this side of town and do a long out ride to the deep south. Come have a coffee here, and
we can
come pick a fight in our local where we've got our.
Why don't we go to neutral ground and race at Derby dashes? 1 tonner.
That's a given. That's a given. That will. Okay, so you guys will be there.
Happy to put down a
little wager
and see what names and land up where on the result sheet.
I don't care how outgunned we are. I'll happily take a wager. Mother wished that they did last year. That frame that I put up.
First ECC rider versus first Pure Savage rider on the result sheet.
That is interesting. That is very interesting. Will you ponder on what the wager is? We've got to make it interesting.
Yeah.
And you can say first LPC or anyone else for that matter.
Yeah, I don't know if we race in that age category. Good guys, actually.
Legends.
We get on very well.
Proper oaks. I love their style of riding as well. Just fucking attack your mates until everyone is absolutely dead.
Their racing strategy works very well for all the other teams.
Every time.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway. Being smart doesn't make you a smart bike racer.
They are smart men. So, I mean, that's like the net wealth of that team alone could purchase the whole of Betty Cape Town. I look forward to that, and good luck, obviously, for the race and the run up to it. I will be going out of my way. I may already have tried to stoke the fire internally.
Please do.
Guys, we've got to be at that robot next week. Like, get your best dressed cycling kit outfits.
Let's go.
Let's go racing.
Yeah, and whoever is running the King's Count, let's get it going.
If only we knew. So we could. How do we leak footage to said person?
I don't know.
It's actually bad how desperate we are for his criticism of everyone else.
Yeah, we're just looking for some. Yeah, we're looking for some spice.
Well, look, if he knows, then I know that it is you, because it can't. It's not me.
It's not.
Don't have the time for that. I do.
Yeah.
What did I want to ask now? I've gone completely blank as a result of DC. The shop itself, is there... Yes. Yeah, that was it. Any plans to expand beyond your current location? Is that on the cards? And if not, what does the future look like for the store? Brands, that kind of stuff?
We're always looking. We're always looking for opportunity, whether that's in-store, outside, new premises, second premises, whatever it might be. We're always looking.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, we're hungry to grow. Like we said earlier on, it's not a mom and pop style thing. It's a real business. If we weren't doing this, we'd be doing something else, and we try to treat it like any normal retail business. Nothing fixed in, sort of set in stone yet, but there are a few opportunities, and we're exploring things.
Okay.
Not to be too serious, on a fun conversation.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. I think the further your guys' net is cast, the better for the cycling industry, because the more that happens, that mindset and that approach, the better for the cycling industry. And a lot of people don't understand that. They don't see it that way, but more is better. I know the gear change guys are going seaboard side, and like these people. First thing I thought when I heard that is, fuck yeah, that is great news.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Someone's
growing
going
the network.
Putting more there, getting more there, because if everyone is doing more, and obviously there's a limit to which that can happen before it becomes poor business decision making, but we need more people not cycling to come into cycling.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to sell to the 5 guys that cycle and all pitch them their top end Dura A spec build,
which is all the same.
It's like we need more people that are not cycling to come into cycling, and that doesn't happen with a moat around where you live.
Exactly.
Just protecting that little group. It's
you're just going to stagnate if you're not looking for opportunity to grow. You can only sell the same guy so many bikes, and and so much gear and so much servicing.
Mm.
So yeah, we're always looking to grow. Brands wise, we're pretty locked in. We're pretty happy with the guys we have. We represent some pretty cool brands from a retail point of view.
Which are the main bike brands there?
We do Giant, we do Scott, we do Cannondale, we do Factor, obviously. We do Envy, which is pretty cool. And that, yeah.
Your personal preference? No limits, budgets open, blank checkbook. What's your road bike 2025?
I've got something spicy coming. Can't talk about it yet.
No clues, nothing.
Can't talk about it yet.
So now you can't even tell me your wish list because your wish list is coming to life.
Yeah, it's yet to be released. It's
from one of the brands you've mentioned, I assume.
Yes, it's a modern classic and
road bike.
Very excited for it. Yes,
DC road bike.
Not this DC.
Okay, so it's not an aero bike.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to show us.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to invite us around when it comes, so we can come and do a little.
We'll do something on it because it'll be
it's a build video.
It'll be unique.
We'd love to do a build video. You guys ever shoot your builds at all?
Not really.
We did something recently with Lawrence from Gear Change, which I absolutely
It is very cool.
It was such a rad. The way we went through that build and could just ask questions, like the natural flow of it's one of my favorite pieces of content we've done. So just let us know. We'd love to.
That is very cool, and
a mystery build.
Yeah, I don't know how much people want to see the mechanics swearing with internal routing and flat mount brakes, but can let you into the.
Rayford is brilliant at editing out those parts.
Yeah, just all smiles and rainbows and butterflies. Yeah, so I mean, we're super happy with the brands. We've built some pretty good relationships with the distributors and the brands themselves. And yeah, it's they all fulfill slightly different roles in the store. They have different sort of USPs, different sort of brand positions, and people respond to the different brands differently. Yeah, we're very keen on getting the right bikes to the right people. So just because you've got 250 grand to spend doesn't mean that bike A or bike B or bike C is the right bike, because that is the one at that price point. It's understanding your needs, your requirements, and then finding the best suit and the best fit for that. And we're very big on not selling shit just for the sake of selling it. Rather like good, honest advice. And if there is something else out there that's better, we'll be honest. And if we don't have the right size or the right color or whatever, and we can't get it, which is 9 times out of 10 we can, we'd rather be honest and have somebody come back than selling you the wrong thing. So
like I say,
we're pretty well covered.
Spread your net far and wide.
Yeah.
It's better for everyone.
Shot ourselves in the foot a few times in the short term, but long term it works out better.
Yeah. I think 99.9% of consumers will relate to that.
Yeah. Most people that are buying a bike, it's not their first and it's not their last. And you want to have them install, you want to build a relationship, you want them to ride with you. So yeah, you can't, it's not a one and done.
Couldn't agree more. Jarryd, I'm all out of questions here and really looking forward to all the banter on the road.
Yeah.
Really pleased to see how pro banter just getting stuck in you guys are. I certainly will be wise to pick my battles in future, having had my ass handed to me this morning.
Maybe you should join us on a Friday ride. It's a little bit more.
No, I'll be back
sociable
on Tuesday. I just need to put in my leave with Brendan. I've already been called Judas 17 times this morning for didn't see your Savage jersey on. It's like, guys, I went to neutral.
Didn't want to single myself out. Didn't want to make myself.
I really, really enjoyed this morning. Thank you for having me in.
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for taking the time.
For anyone that thinks that it's not open to all, provided you got the legs, it's an epic ride to be a part of. The Fridays I have done the one as I mentioned, and look forward to more of those, to seeing you guys on the road at DC, growing the brand, growing the footprint, growing the community. Massive well done to you guys and all you have done. Like I can't tell you how positive your brand and the people around your store are perceived as, outside in the world, in our coffee shop and in banter on the groups. Like I haven't heard a single negative criticism. So massive, massive well done to you guys. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that's super cool to hear.
Thanks for coming through.
Thank you. Nice one.
See you around.
Yeah.